Hey everybody, it's Friday. We got time for some Spire. Uh, we got took a look at mods that I had in the pipe that like had been kind of settled, hadn't had any updates in the last month or so, and what looked like most interesting. And today we've got how Homestar is this runner is the question on the table. The answer is not very. However, we got a different type of running. Not quite the Nets. Not, you know, the setup here seems to be more of a, like, cyber feel, but like, you know, a futuristic tech equipment thing going on. You know, definitely in fitting with Android, you know, Netrunner, definitely fitting. We'll get a good feel ourselves when we get into this, but Broken Soldier, rebuilt for a lost purpose, wields modular equipment to deconstruct foes. Trusted tech at the start of each combat, equip a random equipment. Equipment can be combined. Blades plus shield equals excel as an example. Yeah, I imagine, like, we might be more physical than digital, just from the look of this, but we'll find out together. Council Cowboy, if we have a CBI event, or how Netrunner we are, or if we're closer to like a Shadow Run or a 2077 or even a what was it 20? Is it 2020? It's not 2020. The 2099. The one the original Netrunner was in the running with. Anyway, let's find out. All right. So we've got where we are stanced up and ready to go. We've got a blade. Pure Johnny Mnemonic. I like that as a bet. I feel like we're already a little bit more tech than a Johnny Mnemonic, but we got Strike, and you can see we got this like blade, you know, laser blade, you know, a cyborg arm. We got Strike, 4 strikes, the strikes. We got Defends, 4 defends, their defends. We got Flash Knuckle. Ooh, okay, we're bespoke hitting a cultist, not that cultist. Gain 3 vigor. All right, so we're being told that that's one of our main mechanics. Wow, this upgrade's way better. This isn't too great at base. 2 energy for 2 strikes with a very small bonus of a +3 damage. The upgrade is that the 7 vigor is a much stronger bit. Cheap shot. Deal 3 damage, apply 1 weak. Neon. So this is not quite exactly neutralize. Neon does not reduce your durability of your equipment, which is our base thing. I guess we'll get to learn about that. The idea there seems to be, playing an attack will reduce durability on it. Perhaps it'll work like our scimitars and stuff in the pirates. Yeah, perhaps this, you know, equipment works best with this. I'll just take the common relic. Thank you. I'll take potions. That's good. All right. The line today looking like triple elite. Triple elite with like this setup. I'll debate on the shop. That'll be like 150 gold. Maybe with a good event, we'll have like a bit more gold going into that. Okay. All right. Cards with the equip keyword allow you to activate a variety of equipment. Every time you play a card, equipment durability decreases and applies an interesting effect. The bubbles on the equipment gauge show the durability. I like getting use out of the tutorial bit. This is something we've seen a number of mods do, and I always do like this. Playing an equipment with another equipment combines them to form something more powerful. Shield plus cyber blades equals Oxel. And you can see, like, we turn on our, we got our red shields and our wings ready to go. When equipment has no durability left, it is destroyed and ceases to function. Cards with neon bypass this. Looks like we have different sprites, or, character models for each of our bits. Okay. Also, thing to note here. Looks like there's 4 base ones? Yeah. So blades, shields, overclock, and firewall. And then it looks like in between them are combos for each of these. So blades plus firewall gives you hacking. Firewall plus shields gives you metal. Oh no, I'm gonna have to grab my double buttons for that, aren't I? They're around here somewhere. Yeah, there they are. There we go. Yes, I just have those sitting off to the side. Tinker is... When you play an attack game block equal 3 times its cost. When you play a card, deal damage equal 3 times its cost. When you play a card, discard your leftmost card and draw a card. You cannot play debuffs and cards don't exhaust on play. Okay, so we're gonna get to learn these at random before we get cards that give them to us because of our relic. We'll just have some starting buffs. So, like... Okay. Slow Loris. Deal 1 damage 4 times. Alright. 1 damage 6. This is hilarious to see after the last mod had the 1x10. Quick run. If this causes the enemy to lose HP, gain... Okay, so this is a strike that gains you it back if it hits. Wire coating. Yeah, thing we learned that blades went before the attack. I'm not 100% if it's same target, because that could be random chance on number 1, because there was only 1 target for number 2. Looks like Vigor is a running thing here. 1x4, this is really weak until you get Strength. Like, this is a very bad strike, to start. But, like, if you have any strength at all, it becomes a much more powerful piece. Vigor. Yeah, obviously, we see the combinations right here with it, and our deck contains a combination with it. Let's give it a shot early. I sometimes avoid those cards because it's like, oh, I don't know if I have the setup for it, but, like, I think we can pay it off. We can play our Vigor generating card late. I'll remove a card from my deck. Let's go ahead and remove a strike. We have 2 attacks as our backups. Yeah, because Vigor goes between turns easily, which makes it a easy thing to... Yeah, sweet. Remove a block. We're not going to take the shop on this, then. There's no point going in a shop with 60 bucks. I'd rather get a card and a fight and some money. Alright, minus strike, minus defend. We want to add a little bit more defense to the deck because there's none in the bonus cards over here. I mean, weak is sort of. But, we have an attack and we added an attack. This should make Slow Loris better, because if we draw Slow Loris and Flash Knuckle, we can play them both. If we don't, I can play Flash Knuckle late, and then lead into Slow Loris. So. Alright, we got blades. That means we have bonus damage on attack. Neon won't use it. Which is fine, because it costs 0. Neon wouldn't do anything on those blades anyway. Maybe that might be a way of, like, 0, because a lot of these don't work that way. Okay, so... this is an early fight, so I am going to play defensive. We're not going to play the Flash Knuckle, even though it'll be Flash Knuckle into Loris. On early fights like this, I always want to conserve HP, because base decks are able to deal with these sorts of fights pretty well. Conserving your HP in Act 1 is one of the most important, like, optimizations to be doing. So Flash Knuckle into Slow Loris. I want to upgrade Flash Knuckle pretty early. Wow, that's a nice one. Deal 5 damage, apply 2 hacked to each enemy. When a debuff is applied, deal damage to the... Oh! Okay. So hacked is a numbered sadistic, But, like, also when you apply a debuff. Okay. Escape. Interesting. Escape here wants you to have a pretty combo-y deck, and then it becomes very good. If you're only playing 3 cards a turn, this is a very expensive, not very usable card in a base deck. If you're just going a 1 cost, 1 cost, 1 cost, this costs 2 after that, so you're not able to do a lot. You need 2 zeros to be able to make use of that. We only have the 1 right now, so this is a card I'd be really putting in the deck at this stage. I'd feel bad. We'll see if we end up with more cards like Deplete. Yeah, it's very potent with zeros. Incredibly so. Deplete right here kind of shows that, but, like, we need to get to that point first. I think I can't add a dead card to the deck when we're doing, Do I want to... Apply 2 hacked for each enemy in combat. Sure, let's try this out. I know that's buying another attack here. That's okay. So I can Flash Knuckle and kill you. The damage is random. That was a random target that I wasn't choosing. Okay, good to know. So, like, if I go Slow Loris... That sounded like 5 hits. Okay. The blade. Got it. I was like, why did that sound like 5 hits? Parry. Alright, this is a Neon. Okay, Blade Storm and EMP. Steal all block from all enemies. Actually, that's funny. Yeah, we had a Blades left. 4x3 to all. Got another Vigor Liker. Parry. Parry is just a better defend. Let's take the EMP. Alright, I want to upgrade, I think... Yeah, like, positive neon cards do definitely do a big thing. I think I want to upgrade into Flash Knuckle. 7 Vigor is a lot bigger of a number. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, we're starting with the shields. This is safe, right? Okay, so here we can go. That did tick down. Okay, that's a lot less useful than I wanted it to be then. So that spends all of our shields. Well. Let's spend a potion and remove you. Repair 2 increases durability of all equipment. Equip blades. Gain 15 gold. Whoa. Hello. Just 15 bucks, huh? Damn. Yeah, scoop the pack and run. So, this is obviously like asking how much can we just have like a dead card in our deck that gives us, yeah, stonks. Equip blades is a strike that adds blades, which is a bunch of extra damage. I'm kind of interested in that, and like hopefully we can replace our strikes. I'm more interested in that, playing with the mechanics, that I'm playing with money. I know money can buy cards and services, but I think that we have a different animation for our different bits. Alright, so if I go... I'm actually not liking Infect at all, knowing that this counts down. I think I'm just blocking. Yeah, the hacking, like, going down like that is a little less interesting to me. Steal your block? Blades? How do you trigger put these on? So that's the card I just played, Equip Blades, gives us these blades. We have cards that are like these orbs, and if you have both orbs in between something, you turn on the in-between. So if we have blades and we have shield, we turn on Axel. And then we equip the accelerator. And the blades are just like every time we play a card when blades are active. We deal extra damage. And then they burn off. Every time you play a card, it burns out, and it burns out equal to, like, the cost you're playing, so. Mimetic Form. At the start of each turn, apply 4 hacked to all enemies. Okay, hold on now. Hold on, that self-stacks then, right? Yeah, hold... Because, like, hacked is when you apply a debuff, and hacked is a debuff and you apply it. Okay, hold on. I'm interested in this. I assume the upgrade is remove ethereal. I mean, that's always what they are. It's going to be a little hard to work with, you know, for now, but we'll This one's fine, but I'm gonna take the Sapphire Key because it's not good enough for me to, like, be actively after, and I'd rather not miss on a more interesting, maybe, like, relic for the class. Alright, we can remove one with a Fire Potion. We have a buffer. Ooh! Enter Axel. Yeah. And then if I go... EMP would full block. Each time you play a card, gain 2 strength until this breaks. And now we've got, you know, I don't have I don't have Axel Gaia memory. That one's not around, but what if? Flash Knuckles gonna be kind of wild. We have a buffer. Oh! This is overriding. Because I didn't gain my damage or my... We'll let the buffer hold this one. So I think, I'm guessing it's 6 strength, and then when it breaks, we still have it. And here we can... Let's find out. So, if this strength is permanently here, this will be a point where we can learn. Like, either I go up to 6 strength, then this breaks, or I go up to 8 strength, or I lose all the strength. I lose all the strength. Okay. So it's only so that makes neon cards like way more necessary if I'm going in on that sort of thing, right? We had to learn because that wasn't a lethal attack, and we have the puzzle for a point there. I'm okay with that because we'll draw into a lot of additional pieces. Equip blades, and then play our block. Yeah, we lose the form, but like the form isn't going to work against artifacting like this. So we want higher cost cards, and we want neon cards for this. So like this, you know. Okay. Yeah, the combo overriding both is not how I expected them to go. That's annoying. Is that worth my potion? Is 11 damage worth my potion? We still have one more coming up. I don't think so. In case it's Gremlin Knob. Okay, well. This is the power of days. Okay. Hey, mango. Alright, some fire potions. Ghost in the Shell. Gain 6 block, add 2 decoys to the hand. Decoy, neon, does nothing. Ethereal exhaust. Huh. Decoy. DDoS. Deal 6 damage to all enemies. Anyone that loses health gains a vuln. So this is a and then we've got the wire coding. These are both interesting. So this is so many decoys. That changes the game on the that card that's like -1 cost for each card you've played in the turn, too. Interesting. I grabbed that because I want a little bit more defense in here, and I'm interested in seeing what that does. Okay, offense. It looks like these are the only two that can come up. If I quit blades, does that go? That goes back to 3. Doesn't go to 5. Okay. We're learning. Flash Knuckle into Slow Loris. Equip Firewall. Firewall is at a Firewall is the you can't be debuffed and cards don't exhaust. Bolt applies a random debuff. Stealth Strike, deal 8 damage, gain 2 vigor, doesn't consume vigor, and this applies 3 hack. Firewall. Can't be debuffed. Both on Neon. I'm willing to try it out. I feel like I'm picking a number of cards that aren't, like, exactly where we want to be, but that's okay. Cards don't exhaust can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing, it can be like a weird combo thing. I will... put up the Laughing Man, We have a... Ghost in the Shell being more of our point of reference makes some sense. Hacking complete. So this will apply 9 or 5? 5, okay. And... okay. Blade Storm. Random bullshit, go. Deal 8 damage to all enemies, draw a card, it costs 0 this turn. Malware scan, remove a status from your deck, draw a card. This is cute. Oh, these are all cute. Like, this is, yeah, you can see the relics. We got the spoon, the kunai, like, all actual relics. This is interesting because it's like, Rummage from Packmaster. Malware scan is just like free play, free draw, make the deck better, sidestep some problems. Here with that. It doesn't make our deck quicker, but it does make it interesting. Okay. You got some malware to find? Okay, this is not great. I'm not happy about the look of this turn. We've got... I can blast one. Like, mimetic form kills Let's see who takes that damage. Of course it's you. What is Blade plus Firewall? When you play a card, deal damage equal number of cards played in this stance. Berserker. Oh, no, sorry. Firewall, middle. When you play a card, random hack. got it. Hacking complete. This is fine. I was thinking of plus overclock, which is down here. Hack the planet! Wow, we got a look here. So yeah, buffer, we get some cards. Re-equip blades? The, like, random direction on these is funky. This is where we wanted that Vuln hitting everything. Bolt. Escape. 3 random debuffs to random enemies. Doc, thank you for the raid. Howdy, everybody. Hope you're having a good one. We are playing The Runner. We're kind of talking back and forth if this is going to be like Netrunner, Shadowrun, 2077. Ghost in the Shell seems like a pretty close, touch point for what we were doing. We had a Laughing Man. We have a card that's a more direct Laughing Man bit. Trying to think on what we want to be doing still. I'm kind of looking at a lot of different directions. Let's try this out. Let's go ahead and do that, and let's go ahead and upgrade. The Storm goes to 4, Malware Scan to 3. I kind of like equip Firewalls to 0. That card gets a little better. In fact, I'm just not as excited about. Cheap Shot is 2 weak. I know that 2 week on this always matters more. Maybe that's it. I'm gonna believe in that. I've always believed in Neutralize upgrade being a strong upgrade because 2 turns is a pretty real amount. EMP in this match actually seems wild. Check the scanner. Okay, Firewall. So we apply hack every time we attack here? Every card we play, not even attack. Okay. 1 constricted. We're very slowly getting there. Yeah. You know what? I can afford to do it because the hack will apply hacking and that will swap turn. So now, every turn will apply 4 hack. Hacking is sadistic nature. Get the decoys. They're ethereal nothings. I think we just pass here. I could equip the blades, but... So the hacking is like a really... ticking time bomb, because now it's going to be, here comes 10 damage, plus all of our debuff cards like this. Apply wild numbers. Yeah, 10, 10, 10. Uh-huh. Now we got the Vuln. We can... Malware... Put on the firewall. Equip the blades. Now we're in hacking again. So that's every time we play a card, we apply one hack. So, Ghost in the Shell gives us our 2 decoys that do nothing. But every time we play a card, enemy takes 1 hack, which is 16. Yeah, look at that damage. Hacking seems a lot more interesting with this setup, yeah, now that we're in like a... System crash. Apply deal 6 damage in time. System. Control V. Make a copy of your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Rig reboot. Remove all debuffs. Draw 2 cards. Ooh, that's rad. Oh. Look. Just try turning off and on again. The retain on that is an interesting upgrade. This is cool. The Control V, copy anything. Again, the retain on that is a nice upgrade. That's probably hot. Nope, lower cost. Okay. Control V with mimetic form is kind of wild. Yeah, I'm gonna believe in the reboot. Alright, let's see if we can get a special relic for... Yes, here we go. At the start of your turn, add 2 decoys to your hand. As much as confusion would be funny. The decoys. Now we can pick up the escape and things like that. We have a lot of reasons to be on, Time cops can't stop us. What sort of runner would we be if the cops could stop us? Oh, we don't get that shop? I'm kind of... Oh, we can't get multi... So... Yeah, I can't get multiple elites and a shop. That's okay. I'm gonna take this line anyway. Does nothing. Blocking doesn't mean anything here. I'll just take the lump. We'll heal it off. We have wide toy ornithopter. How do I want to do combat this turn? If I equip firewall... Okay. Then we just EMP block you. And then we can start applying a ton of hacking next turn. Just check this out. We can go decoy, decoy, malware scan, cheap shot, equip firewall, play the bolt. This'll break here. The random debuffs are hilarious, by the way. Stockpile upgraded, gain 15. Draw one card and they cost zero. I'm gonna skip here, I think. Spam has a couple big hits. EMP, Flash Knuckle, Mimetic Form. That's about it, though. The money's funny, but I'm not. Okay, so we got blades up. Loris against this foe is pretty funny. Three poison, corpse explosion, flourish. Whenever the player gains blocked. No. I did not check the config stuff on what this mod has. I should do that. Reboot. We want to go... That is a good question. If the debuffs can pull from other mods, it is pulling for. That'd be hilarious as a like combo piece, you know. And malware scan. I'm gonna go for the infect. Re-equip the blades. I like the corpse explosion, because it's pulling some wacky debuffs. Draw 3 cards, put 2 in the bottom of your deck. All enemies lose 1 strength, 3 strength for 1 turn, equip a firewall. Enemies lose 3 strength for a turn. Exhaust. Equipping firewall lets me keep putting I actually like this. This actually is something that should do some strong stuff in this mod. Because firewall... Can't believe we put the slime in cyber jail. I'm gonna pick this to try to be able to create the I'll fight, thank you very much. Create the hacking more often. I shouldn't have played that because that was gonna... That's fine. So we draw more here. I think we want to draw into one of the firewall creators. This card isn't neon, which is kind of funky, because, like, it's gonna break our hacking. That's fine. Slime is definitely innocent. Okay, Equip Blades resets up the hacking. Your next attack costs 0. Run prep. Okay. That's cute. We only have Flash Knuckle that really takes advantage of that. Honestly, I'm thinking more Blades because it seems like our plan is setting up the hacking. And Blades lets us get to that. Okay. I'm thinking about giving up the one elite for this line if I'm taking that much money. I'd be able to enter 2 shops with about 600 bucks. The thing I would like to remove... Let me take a look. I think I'm fine on Infect. I think I want to get these strikes the hell out of here. I'm looking at what our removals look like. Obviously, the curse that gets made from this. Because, like, the Equipped Blades are kind of the better strike in the deck. So we would be... Yeah, I want the 2 removals, to be honest. I guess it's 1 removal, but... Chemex. Hard Light Tech. Whenever you play a Neon card, deal 3 damage. Huh. That's a little better with our decoys showing up every turn. Thievery. Deal 6 damage, choose 1 of 3 cards of any color and play it. It exhausts. Alright, well, first obvious bit. Hard Light Tech is like free damage, or we do a lot of neon cards in this deck. Sure. Malware scan is free on that point again. We haven't seen anything that's X for Chemex here. It would be playing to the future. Like, do we think there's an X cost in this pack? Am I willing to take that bet over like Gremlin Horn or Warpaint? Warpaint, the upgrades of Warpaint would be like fine. Yeah, they're all like fine. Not huge on any of them, they're mostly like +3s. If the debuff one wasn't X, nothing will be. I'm willing to save the rest. I don't... Alright. Smithing, pneumatic form, hard light tech is more damage. It's tiny, but it adds up. Equip firewall, the cheaper, is actually also really nice. I think I want that. It's pretty important to be able to do that in the middle of the turn. Stone, horn cleat, botnet. Start your turn, apply a random debuff to random enemy. Adapt. Gain 1 strength, gain 1 dex can be upgraded any number of times. That's cool as hell, actually. Huh. That is a skill. That is a continual playable. Doesn't exhaust. Sorry, botnet. Go to 4. Okay. Ooh, what is this? Each time you play a card, gain 3 block and 2 thorn. Oh. Alright. Go directly to hell. Whenever I play pressure, wait, please. I don't think the Thorns need to stay because I don't think we have an opponent. Right? Let's learn though. So we want to. Yeah, the Thorns stick. They are permanent. Unlike this, which does say the equipment breaks. Ooh, I want to get some shields up then. Interesting. The enemy loses 3 strength, end of line. Enemy loses 3 strength this turn. 14 block. Sure, enemy loses 3 strength, end of line. Our defense is nobody has strength. We can now dig. That's awkward because I want to be upgrading our thing that gives us stats. Alright, quarantine, malware storm, decoy, strike. Our defense is the enemy has no offense. I want 1 copy of shield. That itself is not a neon card. Okay, makes sense. Gotta keep that in mind. This plays in a really different manner, you know? I'm adoring that. Like, we're doing, like, sadistic nature combos and doing, like, I don't know, just the things we're doing are not things that, like, our general form plans, you know? Ooh, could I reboot to remove the confusion? It would remove the confusion, but it wouldn't change the cards. A few characters go quite like this, that's true. But like the way that we're setting up is its own odd thing. Swift run, deal 10 damage. If this causes the opponent to lose HP, draw a card for each run played this turn? Wait. Oh, I haven't been looking at that. Thoughtless Incursion. Apply 3 random debuffs, obtain 2 random debuffs. I haven't been checking run events. We're not playing many. But like, in Netrunner, there is a criminal runner that I played a lot of that had cared about run events out of the criminal box. I'm gonna take charge here, by the way. Alright. You might be worth the wide fear. So Firewall is going to give us our defenses for this. And then we want to be playing... Probably want a Flash Knuckle in there. Thorns. Okay, I've played a lot of mods. This is maybe the most effective I've ever seen, like, Thorns creation. Usually Thorns creation is a really, really like heavily rated. Like, if you're gonna be doing Thorns creation, you gotta have something that's, like, expensive to do it, you know? We don't care. I'm gonna let your body break upon mine, like... Good luck. I have 23 thorns. My iron body technique, it makes me completely invincible. I need to find a shield generator to make this deck stronger, I think. I hope you can blow up the heart this way. That'd be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? Lost in the Wait. Upgraded decoy. Does nothing with intent. Holy shit. That's the upgrade. With intent. I mean, yeah. The big upgrade is that it makes the card itself neon. I will take that. That's a lot of neon cards for a lot of our plays. So, like, we've got blades. With intent. What a thing to add to the text of that card. Okay, so let's get the hard light tech going. Then we'll re-equip blades, so we're ready for hacking complete in the future. Alright, there's hacking complete. So now we can go malware scan. We got the... Ooh, this has got the pose. Like, look at this on charge. Like, that's a classics of pose. The like, hand on the buster. We've got our building charge shot there. That's nice. Things are happening. Yeah, that's why I said it classics of an arm cannon, you know? Okay, so the firewall equip. It's hilarious. This adapt is almost not doing anything, is it? Gonna hold that. I don't want to spend the firewall. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and play our decoys. Because our decoys do hard light damage. Yeah, like, we have the strength dex card, but, like, I barely play cards that use normal stats anymore as time has gone on. We still play some, but I'm a lot more interested in, like... Okay, botnet. Also just wire coding? I like botnet, that sounds fun. Hey, buddy. Alright, so quarantine sets up the hacking complete. So I should do that to start. Hacking complete. Okay. And then... if I adapt and then defend, I'll take no damage here. And hacking will still be active on our grid. So every time I play a card, we'll continue to hack. Hacking does 5, so it'll be damage, damage, rig reboot, damage. Then that drops it. Right, rig reboot isn't a, well, what if I hit you with debuff? Yeah, alright. It did exist. Recuperate. 4 block X times, gain X next turn. That's fine. We'll skip on it, I think. Okay. I think we match up pretty well to Bird. We don't have a way to activate... Damn. Random debuff go? Alright, and then we go decoy, 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 decoy. So minus strength cards do nice for dealing with bird. We have block for this turn, so we're on. Ah, there's the hard light tech and the firewall. So let's go hard light tech, malware scan, siphon off you, equip the firewall, and then go hard light, hard light, hard light, damage on you. Hopefully we draw a blade. If we can draw a blade generator, that'll be great for the next turn. We really need to find a shield generator. We just haven't found a card that does it yet. Seems like they're basic, so... Okay, so there's a blade generator. Rig Reboot isn't neon, remember that. I'll do it first. Decoy... Decoy... Bonk, bonk. Okay. It is hilarious how, like, I'm just going on all these, like, buffs and debuffs, and we've got the mimetic form as our biggest. Botnet is here, so let's go, like... Infect for more hacking. Botnet, equip the firewall, and then use all of our pieces. Alright, we take no damage. Thanks, Buffer. Praise. Alright, we can just decoy our way out of this fight. Do nothing, do nothing, do nothing. Okay. I suppose there are perhaps some other, Replace part of your deck with unstable cards. You can no longer use equipment. Try to ascend. That's the second time we've had rules text like that. That's the coolest thing. I don't think I can pick that because you can no longer use equipment as like deck breaking text, sadly, because like the main point of our deck is that we're trying to set up the hacking equipment or the shell equipment and then like playing 10 cards, and so turning that off. What's cryostasis? Block is not removed at the start of your turn. Retain your hand on your turn. Try to ascend. You're not wrong. How many dead cards can I allow in my deck? Try. So the Smith I was thinking of was going on Adapt to try to do this, but we're almost not touching those stats anymore. Obviously, Akira Ascent is a wild choice. Lost in the Crowd makes it neon and no longer ethereal, which is obviously a real thing. I kind of want to just remove all the strikes from this deck, too. I think we probably are ignoring Adapt for a lot of this. I think Lost in the Crowd is a good upgrade. The decoys with the hard light tech. The hard light tech is also a good upgrade, even though it's 1 point of damage. That's a lot of damage over time. Let's do this. Let's make our cards neon. I feel like that's more on plan. Alright, we gotta burn through some artifacting. Rig Reboot. We got shields up. Ooh, mimetic form on a start? Okay. I think Mimetic Form wants to go out. We still have our block. If we draw into a firewall, we can turn this on and then spend some pieces to get some thorns going. Interesting. Hold on. That's the strength till break? That doesn't do anything real in my mind. I think we'll equip blades at the end of the turn. So how do we want to do this then? Mimetic Form is quite strong, like, as a card. The damage it deals scales really powerfully. We've got block for everything this turn, so I don't have to worry too much. I think I want to equip blades as my last play. Talk to the hand. Would attack to gain 1 block. Alright, let's put the blades up. So blades are active. We'll be ready to put up hacking complete if we draw into one of our firewall cards. Again, the center square. We lose our Akira, but like we're not. I want to use it. Okay, there we go. Quarantine. So let's go quarantine. Let's go infect on the automata. That puts a ton of hacking there. Oh my god. Okay, fine. We'll get our cards on a future turn. I don't like using our buffer, but I don't think I have a lot of a way around it. EMP is pretty good here. Ooh, I don't know if I can get Akira in on this turn. Let's play our zeros first. EMP is enough block to not die. So much damage being applied here. And we still have the off turn to gain 3 more strength here. Ooh, okay. All right. Let's go ahead and play Akira here. Oh my god. Okay, what did we... We gained some cards. Deal 1 damage 20 times on the, the drift. The weakness of flesh. Times 2. Is that what it means to ascend? Fatal error. Oh. Yeah? Die. This is so cool. And then we get a decoy. What if it's good though? It says 0. Hey, are we good? Are we feeling okay over here? Are we looking good? You must die. Let's get you with the fadeaway. Okay, so the actual moment I'm thinking of on this on charge. By the way, I finally remembered what I'm thinking of with charge. This is Mega Man X5. Also, the beginning of Mega Man X6. It's the shot of like killing Sigma at the end of X5 or the beginning of X6. That like shot where like. It's like the lean sideways right as we're falling over. Like that's what I'm thinking of with charge specifically is the If we can upgrade die to something else. I know X6, you know, the thing that everyone remembers very well, but it's actually a very cool bit of, I guess it's X5, but, you know. Withdraw! Oh, I'm sorry, there's a gold plan in this? That card was real? There was a gold plan the whole time. At the start of your turn, exhaust a card in your hand and gain 1. This is free. Hit it with a fat stack again. So this is free because of the drone. We can just eat a drone. Do I want that as a 4th energy source? I don't know that I feel like we are coming up against energy stuff. I feel like I might be over adding setup cards in this deck. There's a lot of powers that are like full turn plays that just like don't do anything, and I don't want to fill my deck with too many of this and this and this and this. You know what I mean? I worry about overloading on that and then dying in fights because I just don't see action for 2 turns. Short Circuit, by the way, this is a reference to the movie of the name, where we're, you know, getting the little bot that gets hit by Johnny Five? Get the 80s film, which is little robot buddy gets hit by a lightning bolt and then it's alive. Johnny Five is alive. I like what we're using as our like material for this. I was expecting like more like, you know, cyberpunk netrunner sort of stuff, but like there's a lot of 80s films that also fit it as well as, you know, our I guess Akira isn't. Let's have the Short Circuit. Alright, Relic is remove 2. Yeah, Short Circuit has some unfortunate casting? I'm gonna say casting. Strike and Adapt. God, it actually might be the Adapt. I don't think that's a card I want to be fitting into turns, right? Or maybe it's just both strikes and I keep the Adapt for like slow Loris reasons. I think the strikes are worse than the Adapt. Striking the Akira? We saw what the Akira does. I'm gonna go with both strikes because I don't think I want either of those. And like, we can start removing the like nonsense cards when we hit shops up ahead. We did have 1 times 20 as a thing, it's true. I need a fire to get me a... This has no fires on it? Want to know what Akira Ascendant is? Yeah. I don't know that we're going to hit it, but I'd love it. God, it would be cool. Take this. This is... Wow. Holy smokes. Look at how many events this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 events in Act 3. I don't even think there's 6 unique events in Act 3. Like, there's, like, falling off the cliff, madness, portal, and then you pull from, like, generic pool. No, there's more than that. There's one more. Red Mask. Don the Red Mask. Keep thinking, what else is there for events? And specific to 3. We're gonna hit them all. I guess we'll see them all here. I'm fine with this. Akira Ascendant. Tesseract. Yeah, it's a good... Yeah. Botnet. The block. Fight 2 shapes and get a relic. That's true, that's an event, ain't it? There's more than I think. Yeah, when I say... Okay, so we got... abilities here. If I go equip... Oh, that's just the strength one. Oh, now you're breaking out the damage, huh? Gain 1 energy. Okay, so we can just eat one of these as far as, like, long-term pieces. I want to draw a couple cards. Lost in the crowd, huh? Okay. We're just gonna slowly deal all damage with decoys, huh? I'm still waiting for that shield source in this deck. Balware, stop! Wait a minute. Hey, now, come on. There's a lot of corpses in that body. The decoys will kill you sooner or later. The slowest fight possible. Equip Overclocker. Add 3 decoys to hand. If you played 3 cards this turn, gain 2. Quick run. Through the cultist. I think I'm willing to pick Escape now. Sup? Bottled lightning is a skill start. Upgrades? Sure. We know what decoy upgrades are. They do nothing with intent.
You want it?
I don't know that there's any purchase I want here. Like, okay, what would bottled lightning be? Like, if I could have a skill in the opener, would that be like firewall? Actually, hold on. If we start with a firewall, then I can turn on one of our pieces of equipment right away. Upgrades can let us get a Kira without wasting a bonfire? Ooh, that's true.
You want it?
I think this is actually really on plan. Letting us set up our piece of equipment on turn start.
You want it?
It's weird, but I think that's right. God, I can't afford upgrades with it. Nah, we'll find it. We'll just find upgrades in the wild. I want equip firewall. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else I'd want, but I think we want specifically equip firewall. Alright, we'll find upgrades in the world. Don the Red Mask! Alright, we get some money back. That's good after spending all our cash. We're gonna use the next shop we find. I am war. Okay, so we want to go equip firewall. Infect, charge, and then we're gonna go Mega Buster. And I'm gonna pass without playing either of these. Look at our shielding. We got the like curved shield. We also got up there. All right, so remember what cards are and aren't neon. Because I want to play extra neon cards first. Then we rig reboot. Let's escape, and then let's... I don't have damage happening here because I didn't hack. I just have 21 thorns. Well, oh my god, the cards are random. I see. Are you ready to learn? Wall of Force. Gain 50 block. You cannot gain block for 5 turns. You cannot lose block for 5 turns. Alright, there's our swap. Let's not die, thank you very much. We can clear that debuff. Nice. Oh, this gives us 5 poison. By 15 debuffs. I'll eat poison. Just yum. Eat the poison. Then we got the thorns. Yeah. Oh, we had corpse explosion. Hey, Kaz. Yeah, so we have... Just to pull up this card here for the showing off the stray thought. The decoy don't do nothing with intent. But we have a couple cards that generate these decoys that don't do anything. But then have cards that trigger off of us playing cards. Some here, some out of deck. There's a couple different ways for it to do. I'm good as is. Okay, we can remove at rest sites now. Let's equip that firewall. So that gets us the hacking. So let's go... And then Malware Storm. Okay, no damage, and we're still in hacking mode for next turn. So we get our drones. Every turn we get 2 stray thoughts in our hand. Every single turn, 2 stray thoughts. Okay, 27 incoming. I don't know that this is correct. We're gonna take 8. This block potion is something I'll use. Okay, there's escape. That is a card that could. There's a Kira. So let's go ahead and we have equip blade. We don't have both equip in hand. Botnet, decoy, cheap shot. Equip the blade and then escape and defend. Okay. Yeah, we can do anything we want at a rest site. We can dig, we can remove. We got to take the key at the next rest site. Okay, malware scan. There we go. Quarantine. Now we're good. Now check this out. Here's where all the damage finally comes in. We get our Mega Man X Buster. Okay. Blade Storm. All enemies lose 5 strength this turn. Alright. We have to take this recall so I don't forget to do it. That's the reason it's happening now. Alright. There's one of our fights we're obviously going to get. Do I get defenses on this one? I do. Okay, so let's go. What happens if I equip everything? Hold on. So, like, right here, I go... Equip firewall. Equip blades? Oh, it moves it. Huh. Interesting. I did not expect the override. I guess you can't... You can only have 2 active? I was hoping for a full, like, grid active. Okay. Sad to know, good to know. I'd like to know that. I'd rather know that. 16. We need a defend in here. Let's ghost. I'm gonna pass. I don't want to play a card to break this because the drones are more damage than anything I could possibly do. Right? Like, check this out. What's the most damage I can do here? Decoy, decoy. Lost in the crowd with intent. Yeah, like nothing beats that. Yeah, we've seen Overclock a couple times. I just haven't picked it. That's not lethal? Okay. We have a corpse explosion. Okay. I actually would like another hard light tech. That's where a lot of our damage, I think, comes from. Ooh, I don't think I like this fight. Okay, we've got defenses, though. So let's go... Firewall, hard light tech, decoy, decoy, bolt you, don't equip the blades, pass. I want ice cream. We do a lot of, like, the setup of this deck is so weird. There's so many cards I just don't want because they don't play towards the, like, funky game plan, and we play on such a different axis. Okay, Quarantine reapplies. And then we go lost in the crowd, get everything up with intent. I have enough block for this. Yeah, the debuff wizard doing just wild nonsense. We have 31 thorns. Okay, botnet upgraded double time. Ooh, this is the overclocker with some decoys. And then deplete, neon deplete. So double time, the overclocker is when you play a card, discard your leftmost card to draw. We don't know what the combos on overclocker are, though, is the biggest thing. Right? Like... we know Berserker. We saw that. Blades, I think. It was like Blades plus Overclocker is Berserker. I'll pick it to see. We'll do some playing around. Yo, alright. I'll take that. Okay, okay, that's full block. We don't need to play anything else. This is more important to preserve. Okay, let's take a look. So Berserkers, each time you play a card, deal damaging to lumber cards played in the stance, which is our decoy going off. Each time you play a non-bolt, add a bolt. Oh, God. Each time you play a card in your hand... Wait, we can... Ah, we have access. It's here. In the world where we want it, we can have it. Okay. We don't have a source of shield. We have to get it off the 1 and 2 at the start of turn, which is awkward. Malware storm! Anyway. Sadly, the intangible doesn't wear off yet. Okay. We have Akira. I can't equip if I go into Akira mode here, though. That's awkward, obviously. Huh. This is all my damage. That's where it comes from. That's where I deal damage out of, you know? Double time and mimetic. Okay. Okay. Whenever you play a... Ooh, okay. So whenever you play a non-bolt, add a bolt. So, like... Play a non-bolt, add a bolt. Bolt you. 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 Hit you with the infect. Bolt you. Yeah? Play a non-bolt, add a bolt. Play a non-bolt, add a bolt. Oh, I love this combo. Add the bolt. We are a Marlboro, aren't we? Upgrades! Ooh, this is probably it, right? Again, I know we're adding so many of these cards that don't do anything, but, like, we're at the end of it. I think we're okay to go for it. Awaken 1 can't kill us. How bad could it be? I'm gonna lose botnet. This just does too little, I think. I like charge way more than I like botnet. Okay. So, we are on the hacking complete side of things. So, let's start hacking. Also, wait, you're... Oh, no, the giant head? You're too slow for this. Oh, you're not going to be able to keep up with my hacking. We need... I want to find sadistic nature to make this deck complete, you know? Obvious. I mean, we already have sadistic nature. It's just not there. Okay. 12 hacking. If we can get the overclock going now, that'd be great. Oh, we can get the blades back. Sure. Equip blades. And then with intent. Decoy, 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 decoy. With intent. We have the slow, and I haven't attacked more than once. Decoy. Decoy. Cheap shot. And we're out. Balance protocol. The first time each turn you would gain vigor, gain an equal amount of blow. Yo! Does that work? That's cool. Draw 2 cards. Choose 2 cards to retain. Add a virus to the discard pile. I'll take another escape. I should be using potions, by the way. Let's keep this simple. Alright, let's think about this. We could remove defense. We could remove some of the less useful, like, pieces of the deck that are around here. We could remove, we could remove one of the equipped blades. I want to keep one of those because I want to have a source of blades in the deck, but I don't know if we want 2 of that. We can also just dig for a relic. Wow, we have too many options here. We also have the upgrade. We have the upgraded copy of upgrades, right? Yeah. I think we're fine without upgrades because we have upgrade for upgrades. And then we can upgrade Akira. Try to ascend. I can also just upgrade Akira to Akira Plus, but like I don't want Akira on turn 1. I want Akira after turn 1. Akira's the long-term plan. Infect isn't as bad now that we have like ways of turning on all of our stuff there. Hello? A power to start with, you say? So we can start with upgrades. We can start with Hardlight. I think it's start with upgrades then, right? Like, getting this active, I think, is more powerful than most other... Yeah. Alright, we want to spend a potion in this fight because we're going to get a potion and it heals us. So, like, the move here then is... Yeah, we got the 8 block from the Vigor, by the way. Let's go... I'm sure I'm glad it's an attack potion. Blade draw. Deal 7 damage, gain 2 strength till end of turn, equip blades. That's a really cool blade. That's a way better blade equipper. I don't think we want to do that because we don't want to turn off our pieces here. Quick run? Change you off of the worst. And I think we pass. Weak Vold. Okay, so here we can go... Block. Block. Then it's like... Hard Light. Blade Equip. Lost in the Crowd. So we have Blades up in case we draw the other side. If we draw Firewall Creator. Or we draw Overclocking. Neither of these do it. Let's go ahead and Malware Scan for maybe drawing it. Okay. Akira. I think we take this, we don't roll again in case it's the curse. We know we're just going to be able to kill at 9 HP here with, like, any... You know, our decoys will do it. Oh, it's funny, the decoy is with intent. Wide Explosive. Well... Hey, wait a minute. I'm stunned to see this card because we are in a world where it's like real, you know? I'm gonna dig again. Sure. Alright. Wide Explosive might be the line here. Alright, so we've got Firewall. I think I am gonna burn the Wide Explosive here. We care about the dex loss, yeah, like... Okay. And then check this out. Open up the crowd. I'm losing my buffer here. Okay. Okay. Nine X3. Or sorry, 9x4. It's a 3. Swap that out. Siphon is good here. Alright, so Overclocker is... When you play a card, discard your leftmost card to draw. I mean, drew into his escape. That's nice. Alright. Pass here. Get her Akira. Do I have anything that creates? No, I don't. Okay. Well. Malware scan? We get the overtax. Decoy, swap out. Decoy with intent, swap out. Cheap shot, swap out. There's blades. Okay, that is Berserker? I don't really have a lot of ways to make Berserker happen here, though. I think we're going to end the turn with blades on an empty board. So let's go... Mo Loris, I want to play it now. I get Flash Knuckle into Loris? Is that lethal? Like, phase 1 lethal? $16 plus... Ooh, re-equip double time. Okay, so here we go. Blades, and now every card we play does a scaling damage up. I actually want to swap. I don't know what this will swap to. Okay, cool, that's way better. Okay. Now I just need to leave this up and ready to go on the follow-up turn. So let's go re-equip Firewall. Pass. I don't want to lose this. I want this for next turn. This retains. Okay. So now we can go... We need to reapply the hacks. Charge for triple. We have the escape for half our block. EMP for the other half. There's that corpse explosion again. We'll take one. We need to reapply these. So this is going to be a 10x. Okay, double time. Just have 2 blades. So malware scan, discard, draw 2. Okay, and then we can go into quarantine and check out this nonsense. Here's where the kill starts happening. Whenever you play a non-bolt, add a bolt. Play a non-bolt, 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 bolt. Playing on Bolt. Bolt. I guess I'll hit you with the blades. Get a Bolt. Now I've got the hacking on for the last turns. We can't try to ascend. It didn't upgrade it. If it upgraded it, I'd go for it here. Alright. Finish him with a decoy. What a what a weird, wild class to be playing with. And this is just one direction with it. There's some powerful stuff within here that we can use for, like, a lot of different ways. We haven't seen a shield generator either, too. Anyway, all that said, it is time to place your bets. Where do you think this one's landing? What do you think the stats will be? What do you got for a number? We're in it for the long haul here. It's already 9. We're probably going to be at 9:30 on the finish. Or the heart will kill us because we don't have any real scaling. And, like, actually the strength minus is actually going to be dangerous in there. I don't want to hit the heart on the wrong turn. Okay. See a lot of places people are thinking. Alright, alright. Well, let's go ahead and hit the button. You ready your arsenal? 951. A little higher than 930, you're right. Did that 930 win it? 955 is 937. Bearminator 84, Born in the Year. That's so close, Chen. Congrats, Bearminator. You got it with the 937 shot. Nobody went for the straight 950. A lot of people in the 900s, though. A lot of bets in there. Well, congratulations. Let's go ahead and finish this off, shall we? Ascend. Try and ascend. Sure. Whenever you use a new equipment each fight, gain 1 strength. Apply neon to a card in your hand, exhaust. I probably have to take this. I probably have to buy this. I don't think we can. I don't know the victory. Like, I really like Fission Core as a cool thing to be doing, like weapon swapping, but, like, our plan is playing 100 decoys, and if we don't have this, I think we die. So, Gallopers indeed might be good here. We can remove a defend and buy a bottled ammo? And 2 bolts. This is a fire potion. It's just weirdly colored because it's on the... Yeah, I think we just remove a defend. Sorry, Akira. Yeah. Yeah. Tungsten just does too much. Alright, we got blades. That's an awkward start. Let's go with the, firewall, upgrade, hard light tech. And I could play escape, but I don't want to break this, so we're gonna hold. Okay. 1,000,000 damage incoming, but that's okay. Oh! That's very funny. -5 strength. Okay. And then let's go infect you. Charge shot. Fire the shots. Equip the blades. So now we got blades ready for the future in case we draw into another one of our weapons. But we also have 1, 2, 3. Thorns is doing all the work in the world. 51, huh? I don't like that. Let's draw first, see what we get. 4 decoys. Alright, luckily we got a buffer for that. Yeah, no point in playing anything else, we have a buffer. Maybe we can finally get this corpse explosion to do anything? Quick run 2.0. I like that this is just 2 quick runs. That's cute. Alright. Let's see if we can ascend. So, I have access to double time. Ooh, we can start firing busters. I kind of want to start putting up the hacking, I'll be honest. I think hacking is going to be the most important thing here. So we want to go... Yeah, that's the draw we're looking for. So we lose our buffer to 0 here because that's how it works. But look at how much hacking we get to complete on the opponent here. I will also apply the Vuln, and we'll add the bolts to the hand right now. Because we didn't break Invincible. So we'll spend them there. I'm not going to spend the block, and we're not going to spend the brew. Those are like defensive options. I'm not going to play double time because I want to stay in hacking mode. We actually might be able to kill these with our if we can upgrade those 0 cost, the malware scans. Damn. No upgrade on the malware scan. Well. What if you don't have stats? Overtax, and then we actually want to reapply the blades? Yeah, the reason I'm holding it is because we have Ornithopter to heal. So, like, this represents something like 30 HP with the Entropic Brew, is the idea. Funky, but oh my god. Well, that's the turn, huh? Let's put up 30 blocks, shall we? Yeah, if only we had the thorns. Okay, so Entropic Brew could heal this off. Okay, now we have to be careful with strength down on this turn specifically. So, draw 3, strength, ritual, thorns, Kaka. Wait, we have Loris? Wait a minute. Hold on. Can we get huge? The normal way this deck deals damage. And then reboot. The normal way this deck deals damage. That was the hacking complete. We're in. Spire hacked. Corrupted Heart hacked. Neo hacked. Ooh, yeah, we hacked the planet. Ooh. Yo, we got wall jumps? Damn. And we hang out with our buddy? Oh, that's cool. What a fun third art there. The hanging out with our like Akira art on the Akira form. Okay, I gotta say, this has so many like, again, like our last week's mod, there's a lot here that, like, implies more that makes me want to come back and be like, oh, all right. You know, like, can we try to ascend? Like, does that mean we need to be playing on a higher ascension or something? And first things first while we're in here. So, yeah. 75 cards, 90 relics, 3 potions, and a boss? And a boss. Cyber Runners inspired by Ghost in the Shell, Akira, Cyberpunk, equipment. Unit of extraction for all the art and okay. Thank you. Excellent work. Character select art and card backs, equipment display and playtesters. Boss. Okay, looks like there's a I guess I'll have to leave that because of how we do these. We only get time for one run on a mod just because of how many mods there are in the world. If I was able to give all the mods all the time, I would be a skeleton sitting here instead of a slime sitting here, you know? So I guess this is a fun experiment for you, the viewer, to check out, you know? The exercise for the reader indeed, Betamax upstairs. But what we can do before we finish things off, let's take a look. So, equip Overclocker, equip Firewall, equip Blades. Deal 4 damage, gain block equal to health loss. This sounds like an Iron Wave, but like weaker, but because it scales off the damage, and Vigor is in this class, that has some interesting applications, rather than just being an Iron Wave. Like, you know, Vigor into that, and then all of a sudden it's a big block. There it is, equip Shields. It is a common. I'm glad it's just a common, it's just a block, it's just like equip Blades is a strike, it just exists. It's not like this is a harder thing to get. There's a common for all 4 equipments. Free run. Sure. Ghost in the Shell, hacking, run prep, quick run, parry. Parry with the neon is actually pretty cool. Startle, apply 1 Vuln neon. Ah! Thoughtless incursion. Adaptive shields. This is a good one, because that's block plus weak if they're attacking. Whenever you attack this enemy, gain 2 block, equip shields. Cloaking. That's cool. I like the coloration here. Everything in blue. Again, the X5 buster to the side is rad. I think that's super rad. I mean, Mega Man X is something that absolutely fits in a... Hello. End of the line. Hold on. Does that work with the firewall? Is that the combo? Like, you can't gain debuffs, so you can't have the kill your, like, you know, like, kill yourself next turn, die next turn, yeah. Like, I think die would just kill you, because I think it just deals max damage. Like, I'm pretty sure that's a buff on the bar. Is die next turn not a debuff? I haven't played with that card enough to know how die next turn functions. I know that there are ways around it where, like, you can functionally not die. Artifact doesn't block it? Okay. But this is also worded differently, because this isn't, like, you can't gain debuffs because it's not artifacting. So, like, I'm gonna go with 70% this kills you next turn, but, like, yeah, you can buffer it, I know that. EMP, digitize, evasive maneuvers when you take damage this turn, gain 3 block. Faulty upgrade. Ooh, this is cute. The viruses. Glitched blade. Number of viruses created this floor. Cute. So there's a virus plan, too. We saw a couple virus cards, but not a lot. And malware scan works with the virus plan, because you get to eat them, and this doesn't care about how many are in your deck, but how many were created. So you can create them and then eat them with the malware scan. Yeah, I have a blessed multi-layer shield. You gotta put up all the ice. This makes me think of the putting up 5 shields and having them blow up in sequence is again a very used cool thing. The one I'm thinking of is Geats 9 debut, where Kamen Rider Geats has one of the best fights in that series, and busts through a number of those little shields. Repair your equipment. Oh, okay. Nanofilament blade. Okay, so one of the things about these, there's a number of these upgrade any number of times because one of the equipment combinations upgrades. So that could be a game plan too, where you, the way you build up is you play a bunch of those drones on upgrade a card in your hand, and then, like, bump, 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 and then all of a sudden the nanofilament blade is here doing 30 damage. Spam. Random bullshit go. Scrap run. Ooh, this is, wow. Damn. Okay, add a card from discard pile hand. Whenever you gain durability, gain 3 block. Scrap armor. I think that's a better piece than, like, whenever you play a neon gain block. Thievery, that's the steal from other classes. Akira, we saw try to ascend. Infected blade. Deal 3 damage and apply 3 hacked X times equipped blades. Improvise, discard your hand, draw 3. Flourish. Deal 6 damage and gain block, deal 5 damage. Control V adapt. Mimetic form. Overtax. Overcome. This doesn't have to kill. Okay, that just gets better. Alright. Red reboot, not red reboot. Red reboot's different. Ah, here it is. Okay, now we're on the Geats plan. Shut down the soundtrack. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, gain 2 block. This is costly, but in this class, that's very powerful. The money plan is here. Okay. Time is money. This isn't an infinite, by the way. You can't buy infinite turns, like, because you won't have infinite money. You need your deck to contain, like, 2 stockpiles upgraded to be able to make this an infinite after this is upgraded. Yeah, okay, you can do it. No, you can do that. You could. That's 3 energy, and if your deck was that size, you could just take infinite turns. All right. What a nice one. What a fun one. like this was a cool one. It looks like it has some nice directions. I like the way the way equipment works. Takes a little bit of mentally getting used to, like how you're ordering your game plan, but it is a fun way of allowing different game plans to synergize next to each other, where like that's always a problem when a class when you have like 3 game plans and how do you mesh them. And like having blades that hack, or having defensive tools that apply debuffs, or having the upgrade pieces that cycle through your deck fast. Like, all of those play kind of well. So, anyway, try to ascend. There's also mysteries abound with a new boss. Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining. Glad to have played through this one. Hope you had a fun time with this, too. If you want to catch more, you can always follow. Thank you, Doc, for the raid. Appreciate it. But thank you, everybody, for just being here. If you want to catch more, follow, subscribe, you get access to cool skulls, slimes, mole drifters, mimics, all the other friends. Yeah. Upcoming stuff, Magic on Monday next week. I don't have anything flat planned for this weekend, but that means I'm a little bit more able to do something off the wall, off the cuff. So if you follow, and you know, follow me here, follow on Blue Sky, you'll see when I go live, and maybe you'll get to check out whatever odds and ends happen. If that's like drafting or such, I'll have to check what's going on there. I think there might be a arena format I want to check out. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.